Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about the sacking of Garcia Pimienta. Barcelona have recently just sacked the Barcelona B coach Garcia Pimienta. This is probably the biggest and boldest move Laporta has made since he was appointed as the Barcelona president back in March 2021. And we are going to be discussing further into detail on why Barcelona, Laporta and Alexanko made this decision. And then later throughout this video, we are also going to be talking about the current state of Ansu Fati and his recovery process. Where is he at? Is he recovering? Is he progressing? Could we see Ansu Fati in the preseason? All of this is going to be covered in today's video, and we are first going to be talking about Garcia Pimienta. So Garcia Pimienta was sacked, and he was sacked about 24 hours ago, and it says here Barcelona has informed to Garcia Pimienta that his contract is being terminated. The club expresses his gratitude for his professionalism, commitment and dedication. And there's also been sources coming through the media that Garcia Pimienta did not expect for him to get sacked from Barcelona, and that he was planning for the next season on what signings they should be making. And look, I have seen what has been going on. This is not a very popular move coming from Joan Laporta. It does not resonate well through many Barcelona fans. And this is what I'm talking about, right? I did talk about this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, that before we go into the summer of 2021, Joan Laporta is going to be making decisions that is not going to be the most popular in the perspective of some Barcelona fans. Not every decision coming from Joan Laporta is going to be perfect, and there are going to be people questioning this president. But look, Joan Laporta and Alexanko, who is the head of the youth department in Barcelona, they have made this decision to sack Garcia Pimienta. And the biggest reason on why they have done that and why they have taken this approach, it is because Juan Martí has stated Pimienta was failing to secure promotion through the playoffs for 2 seasons in a row while having the biggest budget in the division. That is one of the biggest reasons. It is because they have failed many times to go through playoffs. And yes, there has been people making arguments stating that, but wait a minute, Barcelona B should only be about development, to develop these players and introduce them into the first team. Isn't that what the academy is all about? Not necessarily winning every game. And here's the one thing that I do want to make very clear when it comes to Barcelona B. When it comes to Barcelona itself, right, this is a club that wants to play well and compete well. Those are the two most important things that Barcelona always want to implement on the pitch, is to do those two things. While yes, we have seen at times and in many occasions this Barcelona B squad play very well, at the end of the day, by the wrap up of the season, this squad coming from Garcia Pimienta was not able to compete. And that is just what comes with being the coach of Barcelona. There are such high demands for every position in this club, and especially when you are the coach of the first team and Barcelona B. And Joan Laporta has actually stated this about a couple of months ago, stating that this is going to be a Barcelona team that is not going to be having any transitional season, which basically means this: Laporta and Mateo Alemany and Alexanko do not want to see players such as Alenia come into Barcelona and then leave, and then have Miranda come into Barcelona's first team and then leave, and then have another player like Carlos Perez go into the first team and then later go on to a different club. That is what you call a transitional season. That is what you call a transitional Barcelona club. Joan Laporta and Mateo Alemany do want to stay far away from these type of situations, and they want to have players coming from the second team going straight into the first team and actually compete. That is what the club is aiming for, is to have players to come into the first team, make an instant impact, because that is the way you are going to be having the second team and the first team to compete in all levels. Now, there is going to be other questions. What about Ansu Fati and Mingueza? These are two players who came into the first team on an instant impact. But here's the thing, these are two players that came through the necessity of Valverde and Ronald Koeman strengthening the defensive line and the attacking line. The only reason why Ansu Fati was introduced into the first team, it was because Valverde was running out of attackers. The only reason why Mingueza was introduced into the first team, it was because Ronald Koeman was running out of defenders. And I strongly do believe that this club does not want to have these situations no more. This club does want to introduce these players into the first team in a very more natural way, a way where, yes, we're going to promote this player into the first team because he has been playing well, not because, oh, we need to bring in this player into the first team because we do not have any players within our squad list, and our squad list is shortening due to injuries. So it is all about context to understand why these players are here and how they got here in the first place. And if you were to look at the overall picture, which is what I do assume Joan Laporta, Mateo Alemany and Alexanko have been doing in the past 2 months, they were saying, okay, this is not it. This is exactly what we do not need, and we need to restructure this from the very bottom. So if you were to look at the stats coming from Garcia Pimienta's Barcelona, it does seem like he overstayed his stay at Barcelona because of the results that he has brought in. And Joan Laporta is a man that does want to make make quick decisions, because Joan Laporta was not here when they were unable to go through playoffs and progress. But this is also going to lead towards another question. Okay, if Joan Laporta is a president that does like to make quick and bold decisions, why couldn't he do that for Ronald Koeman? Because isn't that the same thing? If Laporta does want to restructure this Barcelona squad from the very bottom, why can't he take away Ronald Koeman? But here's the thing, Garcia Pimienta has a history with this Barcelona B team. He was not here for only one season. Before Laporta came in, Garcia Pimienta already showed the best results he could bring with his squad with Barcelona B. Ronald Koeman, on the other hand, has had one season where Joan Laporta knew that he was placed in a very difficult situation, and you better bet that in this season, if Ronald Koeman does not deliver the best results that Barcelona do want to see, Ronald Koeman will be on his way out, based off the reflection that we are seeing coming from Joan Laporta and Garcia Pimienta. So it's a very difficult situation, because look, the only reason why this is a very bold move coming from Joan Laporta and why this could be a great thing, it is because this club does have a plan. There is a reason why they are moving quickly, and it says here, according to Roger Torreo, Sergi Barjuan is the #1 candidate to immediately replace Garcia Pimienta. For dismissing Garcia Pimienta, Barcelona are only going to have to pay less than 1 million euros. His contract does end in the summer of 2022. Garcia Pimienta was thanked by Rafa Yuste and Alexanko today for his work and professionalism at the club, and was told that the plan is to remodel the structure of grassroots football. The contract was terminated without any arguments or problems, and that is going to be the final conclusion. I would have loved to see Garcia Pimienta, in my opinion, right? I would love to see Garcia Pimienta continue with this Barcelona club under Joan Laporta to see how things could potentially change. But just looking at how Barcelona invested heavily in this second team and seeing the end results, I can also understand why this club has made this decision. So I do want to thank Garcia Pimienta for giving his absolute best for this club. Hopefully he does find a better place elsewhere. And again, I do also want to thank this man for bringing in the players that we do see in the first team. And now I do want to quickly move on towards Ansu Fati, because many people have been asking me what's going on with Ansu Fati. Can we get a update on what's going on with his fitness? When could we expect Ansu Fati to return? And so it says here that for the first time in quite a while, Ansu Fati is no longer suffering a lot of pain or inflammation within his knee. Both the club and those close to him fully expect him to be ready for the preseason. So this is great news. Ansu Fati will be having the whole summer to heal his knee and be able to participate in the preseason. I do believe that many are excited to see this young prodigy finally step into the field again. And there has been some frustrations and some tensions when it comes to Ansu Fati coming back, because many have been doubting that Ansu may not come back the same like he used to about 14 months ago. And I do not think so. I do think that Ansu Fati will come back into this Barcelona club, go into the first team, step on the field, and play very well. And the only reason why I am very confident on saying that, it is because he has had a great amount of recovery time. If anything, they overextended his recovery on the knee, and he's going to continue to recover for the next 1 to 2 months. But I do think that next season is going to be very interesting to see how this club does manage Ansu Fati, because one of the players that is expected to arrive next season, it is Memphis Depay. And let me tell you, if we're going to be having Memphis Depay, Griezmann, and Ansu Fati, and then we also have on the other side Messi, who is going to be wanting to see Kun Agüero on the field, because again, they are best friends, they understand each other, they know how to play with one another. The fact that we're going to be seeing Messi and Kun Agüero, and then have the options of Griezmann, Ansu Fati, or Depay play either on the left wing area or on the right wing area, I just strongly believe that with the arrival of Memphis Depay, there's going to have to be some departures, because if that's not going to be happening, right, then the development of Ansu Fati in the first team is going to be hindered. And let me tell you, Ansu Fati is one of those players where any club is going to have to take care of this player and maximize his potential, and we cannot allow Ansu Fati's potential to be hindered only because you have an over-inflammation of players in the front line. What the club needs to do here moving forward is to really strategize and recognize the situation that they are in, and that is going to be the final conclusion. If Depay does come to Barcelona, there is going to have to be exits, and they have to be ready to know who those players need to be in order to leave in this coming summer, because the one player that cannot be hindered or leaving this club anytime soon, it is going to be Ansu Fati. But that is going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.